In a small village, in an old mud house at the end of a narrow street, lived a woman named Zainab. Life had never been kind to her. She lost her husband at a young age and was left alone with 3 small children. From that day on, the weight of life fell entirely on her shoulders, a burden too heavy for one person. Yet she carried it without complaint. She worked day and night, cleaning other people's homes, laboring in fields, sewing clothes late into the night. Her feet were covered in blisters, her hands rough, her face filled with wrinkles. But her lips always carried a quiet smile. She never let her children go hungry, even if it meant she stayed hungry herself. Years passed. Her sacrifices bore fruit. Her children grew up, studied hard, and eventually found good jobs. For the first time, Zainab felt peace in her heart. She thought her struggles had finally paid off. Then came the time for their marriages. She sold her only shawl to arrange dowries. She gave away her bangles to cover wedding expenses. Whenever someone said, "A home isn't complete without a bride," she smiled and fulfilled her son's happiness. But after marriage, everything began to change. One day, her eldest son said, "Mother, my wife says the house is too small. You should stay with my younger brother for a while." Zainab said nothing. Her heart tightened, but she stayed silent for her son's happiness. Days later, the same words came from the younger son. "Mom, my wife prefers privacy. Maybe you should stay with the other brother?" And just like that, Zainab became a guest in her own children's homes. The same mother who once gave them everything was now being passed from one house to another. Eventually, the brothers made a decision. "Let's arrange a separate place for Mom. We'll all send her some money every month." When Zainab heard this, her heart broke. Through tears, she said, "I never let you sleep hungry. I starved so you could eat. I stayed awake so you could rest. I gave you everything I had, and today you see me as a burden?" The sons stood silent. None of them could lift their eyes. None of them could speak. That night, Zainab prayed, "Oh Allah, I could not serve my own parents. You gave me children so they would be my support in old age. But even they now see me as a burden. Grant me patience and guide my children." The next morning, the village found her lying peacefully on her bed outside the house. Her face was calm. As if all pain had finally left her, she had passed away. At her funeral, the entire village wept, but her 3 sons stood silently, heads bowed, and for the first time in their lives, they truly understood. A mother is not a burden. A mother is a blessing. A mother is a doorway to paradise.